Relationship Talk with the Lloyds.
Okay, today we're going to talk about how do you know that that person is the one? How do you know that that person is your future husband or future wife? How do you make that decision, or what tells you that that's that person?
I guess she's asking me now. So, there's multiple things that you can do to realize that this person is your person. And the way that I did it was over a period of time. I knew her, but I got to know her even better. And we just meshed. We went through, a little issue or two or three or four. And we got through it, and that's what made me like, that's part of it. And what's yours? I'm not going to give you everything. I want to hear what you have to say, and then I'll say something back.
I think one thing that makes you know that this is the person is how they make you feel, especially when you're together, and how you feel when you're apart. Like you just have this urge to always be with them, You have this urge to always be in their presence, and when you're apart, you're missing them, and you just reflecting that you're always happy when you're with them. You're always looking forward to seeing them, and just how they treat you. Like, that was the main thing I looked at, how he treated me and how he made me feel. And that's how I was like, hey, I'm in love with this guy. Like, I really love him. So that's one thing that made me realize that you were the one.
I somewhat felt my stomach, when we got around each other. My stomach had a little something flying in there, little butterflies, and just don't go off of that, people.
Yeah, because
just don't go off of that.
Just because you feeling somebody, that don't mean that they're the one for you. That's not always the case. But you gotta think: can you build a future with this person? Can you see yourself with this person for the rest of your life? Like when y'all go through, we were joking about all the different issues that we might have had, but when you go through some tough times, can you overcome that? Are you ready to just like pack your bags and leave? Like, that's one thing that you can say. Like, when you go through some really like tough times, are you there for each other? Do you know how to really like tackle those difficult conversations and those difficult issues, and then set that apart and still love each other and still care for each other afterwards? That's one thing I would say. That's the one.
And that's why I talk to people. I say, if y'all dating, date. Date. One date, two dates. And
you gotta get to know the person, because they don't show their true self.
You better write down some questions that you want to find out about them and their past, but not to go on with that. But date, and with time you'll realize if this person mesh with you, and y'all can get along, and y'all truly love each other. And I found out that Thais was a loving person than what I seen in school. She was she was somewhat nice person. Yeah, she I'm only joking. And yeah, she was everyone said she liked me or I liked her.
And there we go. We're not gonna go back to to the how we met
and
video.
It went back and forth, but then
to see who liked you
can I
first.
finish?
Finish.
Thank you. And
stop lying. Yeah, stop lying. Just tell the truth. Okay. You were saying?
And as we got alone, our alone time beside our friends, it worked out. So before I was so rudely interrupted, that's what I want to say. But since she's so eager to speak, speak.
Yeah, I was just, you were longing for me all through high school, and I finally, gave in to your longing, and
she tells me, don't lie. And she's being a hypocrite right now.
You
she's
dreamt about me, and your dreams came true.
Okay, you're not giving the people. We don't say.
Anyway, watch the video of how we met to get the context of where that's coming from. But my main thing is also one thing that I saw about him is that he first believed in God. He loved God. He was faith-based. He had faith. He was attending church with his grandmother. He was a family person. It was a lot of different qualities that I saw with him. And even the things that I might not have liked, the good things outweighed the little things that I might have got on my nerves. But it's you have to see quality in the person. Not always quantity, but the quality. And what the potential of us, what the potential of us would be like. We both had dreams and aspirations for our future and plans, and we worked together and got those accomplished. And that's one thing. Can you see a future with this person? Do they have goals? Do they have potential? They might not have it all right now, but is it in the future? Do you see it happen in the future? Are they working towards it in the future? Because you have to plan for your future. You can't stay in the present all the time, but things change. Look at where we at right now with COVID-19. If we didn't plan, we'd be in a different situation. So, that's my main thing. Do you see a future with them? Do they have good qualities? Do they love the Lord? Do they love their family and treat their family good and have good relationships? That's the main thing. And that's one thing I saw, and I was like, you know what? He's the one. And he meshed into my family so well. He fit right in. All my families love him, and that's another thing, because that's a whole other issue. But we're just fortunate that we didn't have that issue that the in-laws didn't like either one of us. So that's one thing that I'm grateful to God for. So anything else to add?
When you meet the person, you're hooking up with them, and whatever their situation is, you can't feel sorry for them and try to baby their situation, and then something's going to turn out to be, and then y'all built something on something that was false, and now is gone away. So it got to be built on love. Got to be
and trust.
Absolutely, yeah.
Love and trust.
You got to have trust.
And you have to kind of.
You're not going to have a relationship.
Yeah.
Companionship. You're not going to have any partnership. No type of ship.
No type of ship.
Yeah.
Those situations should be that.
Whoa.
But you have to kind of be vocal and speak up for what you want and what you're looking for in a partner. And if they don't fit it, they just don't, they don't fit the mark for you. Everybody's not for everybody. Just because you're in a relationship with somebody, that means you're going to be with them forever. So just make sure that you are.
Just don't have no 50 million different things that you.
Yeah, you got to be realistic.
You
got to be realistic. You got to be willing to compromise.
You're a human. They're human. Make mistakes.
Make sure that you just know what you want first of all. Because if you don't know what you want, you can't say this is you're not going to meet the mark. I don't know if you're the one. If you don't know what you want, so first know yourself, know what you want, and know what you want in a future. How do you want your future to look like in a relationship? And then if they when they come along, you will know. I remember this young man in our church used to always talk about, in a relationship that he's not going to get married, or he's not going to be the one to fall. And I was like, you will, once you find the right person. Once that right person come and get right there in your heart, and you start falling for them, you'll know. So no matter how tough,
vibes is there.
Exactly. No matter how you say I'm not gonna fall in love or whatever, but as soon as when that right person hit, ain't nothing you can do about it. That feeling would just overtake you. And What do y'all think? How did you know that your husband or your wife was the one? Drop it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow us on our Instagram and our Twitter and our Facebook. Relationship_talk_Lloyds. See y'all next time. Relationship Talk with Lloyds. Bye, y'all.